الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على نبينا وحبيبنا وإمامنا وقدوتنا محمد بن عبد الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين أما بعد. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Respected brothers and sisters, welcome to our weekly class on the explanation of Al-Muqaddimah Al-Ajurrimiyyah. And the explanation that we are currently going through, it is Al-Tuhfah Al-Sanniyyah by Sheikh Muhammad Muhyiddin Abdul Hamid rahimahullahu ta'ala rahmatan wasi'ah. Now, so here we are. And we are still looking at Nawasib al-Mudari. I know it's been a long time, but inshallah it's coming to an end. Now just have some patience, inshallah, and we will definitely finish it by next lesson. And then inshallah next lesson we should also be able to start Jawazimul Mudari. After today we'll have a tiny little bit left. Nawasib, and we'll continue next week with that, and then inshallah we'll go into Jawazim al-Mudari. Nawasib wal-Jawazim. Okay. So now I need to share the book with you. Just a second. Lost the page. Almost done. Okay, here we are. Okay. So hopefully you can see the screen. Right. Okay, Bismillah. So last week we started Al-Qismu Thalith. So it says here, وَأَمَّا الْقِسْمُ الثَّالِثُ وهو الذي ينسب الفعل المضارع بواسطة أن مضمرة وجوبا فخمسة أحرف. Yes, so we said القسم الثالث of nawasib al-mudari are those 5 words after which fi'l al-mudari becomes mansoob. But it's not mansoob. These 5 words are not the words that make fi'l al-mudari after mansoob. No. It is the an mudmaratan wujuban. It is the an that is hidden. Okay, sorry about that. So, naam. So it is the an that is hidden wujuban after these 5 words is what makes the fi'l mudari after mansoob. So we took the first one, lam al-juhud. We spoke about that. It is the lam which is preceded by either ma kana or lam yakun. And we looked at that in great detail now. So now okay. والحرف الثاني, things playing up today, Allah al-Musta'an. Okay, my apologies. والحرف الثاني حتى. So the second word from these 5 words is حتى, وهو يفيد الغاية أو التعليل. So now حتى يفيد الغاية أو التعليل. يعني حتى indicates one of 2 things. الغاية, which is a limit for something, with the meaning here, يعني if you use حتى in the context of al-ghaya, which is limit, hatta would mean until this, until that, yes, or up to this, up to that, and it's the limit. And hatta would be with the meaning of ila, because ila is the same meaning of al-ghaya, yani limit or until. Aw at-ta'lila, hatta can also it can have the meaning of ta'lil. Ta'lil means illa, yani a reason or a justification for something. And here hatta would be synonymous to likay or kay, yani with the meaning of yani so that or because. Okay. we look at both meanings together. So hatta can either mean al-ghaya with the meaning of ila, yani limit or until, or it can mean ta'leel, which means justification or a reason for something. That means hatta would be synonymous to any the words such as k, only k. So what is ghaya? Wa ma'na al-ghayati anna ma qablaha yanqadi bihusuli ma ba'daha. So the meaning of al-ghaya is that ma qablaha, yani what comes before ha, here it refers to hatta. Yani what what comes before hatta will cease by attaining what comes after hatta. So what comes before hatta will continue and continue and continue until what comes after hatta takes place. So that is mean ghaya, yani the ghaya, the limit for what is happening before hatta. The limit for this is what? The limit for this will happen until you get what is after hatta. Nahwu qawlihi ta'ala, like the saying of Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala, hatta yarji'a ilayna Musa, until Musa comes back to us. And you know, Bani Israel, in Musa alayhi salam's absence, they started worshipping a calf. And when Harun alayhi salam went to rebuke them and forbid them from this shirk, what did they say? They said, وَلَن نَبْرَحَ عَلَيْهِ آكِفِينَ حَتَّى يَرْجِعَ إِلَيْنَا مُوسَى. They said, we will continue worshipping this. Hatta al-ghaya, until Musa comes back to us. So meaning that our worship of the calf will continue until Musa comes back to us. ومعنى okay, that's الغاية. وبالتعليل ومعنى تعليل أن ما قبلها علة لحصول ما بعدها. Easy. Yes. تعليل means that what is before hatta is a illa, is a reason, is a cause to attain what comes after hatta. نحو قولك لبعض إخوانك, like you're saying to some of your brothers, ذاكر حتى تنجح. Revise so that you will pass, so that you may pass. So you can see that dhakir, mudhakara, yani revising and revision and reviewing your work and your studies, is an illa, is a reason, is a cause for what comes after hatta, which is najah, success. So here, hatta yajal Musa, here hatta would be with the meaning of ila. And outside of the Quran, you could replace hatta with ila and the meaning wouldn't change. The meaning wouldn't really change. Why is this not writing?
It appears to be pinch zooming. When you pinch zooms, it means that something else is also touching the area.
Yep.
Like maybe some dirt.
Could be strange. No. Some reason it doesn't want to write.
Try on a blank page.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to make a note on this screen. Or even here, it's not happening.
The pen's not selected, is it?
Sorry?
On the blank page, the pen wasn't selected. It's selected now on this page.
Okay, yeah, sorry. Yep. Don't know why it's not allowing me on this.
It might be on read only.
Might be, sorry.
Read only. And not an edit. Try to click save as.
Oh, but last week I made notes. Can you see the notes?
Yeah, I can see the notes from last week, yes.
So I mean, it should be automatically working, really. Hey, inshallah, okay, that's all right, no problem, inshallah. Fix it for next lesson. Yeah, so the point is, hatta here is with the meaning of ila, and hatta here is the meaning of likay. So let's look at i'rab of this. Hatta yarji'a ilayna Musa. So let's do the i'rab of this. Yeah, hatta yarji'a ilayna Musa. So I'll give you hatta because the first time we're doing it. So hatta is harfu ghayatin wa jarrin mabniyun ala sukuni la mahalla lahu min al-i'rab. Okay, what we want now is yarji'. So who would like to have a go at the rest of it? So hatta I've told you is harfu ghayatin wa jarrin mabniyun ala sukuni la mahalla lahu min al-i'rab. Tayyib. Now we want yarji'a ilayna Musa. 3 words. So the i'rab is quite straightforward. No, nobody's willing to do it. So yarji'a would be fi'lun mudari'un mansubun bi an mudmaratan wujuban ba'da hatta. Yani it is as if though there is here, as we mentioned before, there is like an an there. So yarji'a is fi'lun mudari'un mansubun bi an mudmaratan wujuban ba'da hatta. And of course, you know wa alamatu nasbihi is what? You know that يرجع. وعلامة نصبه الفتحة الظاهرة على آخره حتى يرجع. إلينا, we've done this many times. إلى is what? حرف جر مبني على السكون لا محل له من الإعراب. نا, done this many times. نعم. نا done it many times also. is ضمير متصل مبني على السكون في محل جر إلى. and then we do الجار المجرور متعلق ب يرجع. yeah. الجار والمجرور متعلق ب يرجع. نعم. and what is موسى? موسى is the فاعل. حتى يرجع إلينا موسى. so موسى is the فاعل. and the فاعل is always مرفوع. وعلامة رفعه ماذا؟ الضمة. إذا ضمة ظاهرة no, الضمة المقدرة على آخره. طيب منع من ظهورها ماذا؟ why can you not see it? فاعل مرفوع علامة رفعه الضمة مقدرة على آخره ومنع من ظهورها التعذر because it's ending in ألف. Yani all of this i'rab is something we've done many times before, and if you don't know how to do this i'rab at this stage, then really I don't know what to say. I don't want to sound too negative, but it's a very easy i'rab. حتى يرجع إلينا موسى. نعم. So now what is left is أن وما دخلت عليه. So now if we go back here, let's change this. So you said حتى يرجع إلينا موسى. Okay. Now remember we said there's an an here, hidden an, wujuban. So we say an وما دخلت عليه في تأويل مصدر. نعم. It's going to be مجرور بحتى. Remember حتى is حرف غاية وجر. أن وما دخلت عليه. So this, we're talking about this here. أن وما دخلت عليه في تأويل مصدر معول. مصدر معول. Yes, change it to a مصدر. Because remember أن is حرف مصدر ونصب واستقبال. نعم. So أن وما دخل في تأويل مصدر مجرور بحتى. نعم. And okay. Now what is the masdar of رجع يرجع رجوع? Where is the fa'il? Musa. Salatu wassalam. So, ta'wiluhu حتى رجوع موسى إلينا. نعم. There you go. أنا وما دخلت إليه في تأويل مصدر مجرور بحتى. مجرور بحتى. تأويله حتى رجوع موسى إلينا. Why is this there كسرة? Because remember we said حتى is حرف غاية وجر. نعم. As you can see from the Arab, it's quite straightforward. Can حتى be used with ism also. Yes, حتى has different usage. حتى has different usages. Yes, but now we're talking about حتى from the nawasib al-mudari'. بارك الله فيك. No problem. Anyway, the point is, I hope you got the point. Okay, so that's حتى. We've done the second now. Yes, ذاكر حتى تنجح. Similar i'rab. Similar i'rab. ذاكر فعل أمر. ذاكر فعل أمر مبني على السكون. وفاعله ضمير مستتر وجوبا تقديره أنت. نعم. ذاكر أنت. حتى same thing. حرف غاية وجر مبني على السكون لا محل من الإعراب. تنجح فعل مضارع منصوب بأن مضمرة وجوبا بعد حتى. وعلامة نصبه الفتحة ظاهرة على آخره. وفاعله ضمير مستتر وجوبا تقديره أنت. ذاكر حتى تنجح أنت. Revise so that you can pass. So here حتى is that, yes, and then you say أن وما دخلت عليه في تأويل مصدر مجرور بحتى. تأويله ماذا؟ ذاكر حتى نجاحك. نعم. Okay. So let's go to the next ones. So hopefully that is clear. Okay. والحرفان الثالث والرابع. So now we move on to 3 and 4. فاء السببية وواو المعية بشرط أن يقع كل منهما في جواب نفي أو طلب. Okay. So next two words from Al-Qism Al-Thalith, which make the fi'l mudari after then mansoob. Mansoob themselves? No. Mansoob bi an mudmaratan wujuban. What are they? Fa'u sababiyyati wa wa'ul ma'iyyati. Is it any old fa? No. It's the fa which comes with the meaning of sababiyya. What does that mean, sababiyya? That means cause and effect. Cause and effect. What does that mean? That means what comes after that, what comes before this fa is a cause for what comes after this fa. So what comes before the fa is a cause, a reason. What comes after the fa is a result or an effect. That's fa'u sababiyya. It has to have the meaning of sababiyya. That's the first thing you have to understand. Wa'ul ma'iyya. What do you mean wa'ul ma'iyya? Do we have different types of waw, different types of meanings? Yes, we do. Here, it has to have the meaning of ma'iyya. It has to indicate and show the meaning of ma'a, with. Meaning that what happens after this waw, it happens at the same time. It happens together with what comes before the waw. So what comes after this waw and what comes before this waw, they happen together. That's wa'ul ma'iyya. So it has to be fa'u sababiyya, it has to be wa'ul ma'iyya. That's the first condition. If you want these two to have the fi'l mudari after the mansoob, that's the first condition. They have to come with this meaning. Second thing is بِشَرْطِ أَنْ يَقَعَ كُلٌّ مِّنْهُمَا فِي جَوَابِ نَفْيٍ أَوْ طَلَبٍ. Condition that each one of these two comes after, or each one of these two is found in the jawab of nafi or talab, in the response or in the answer of nafi, negation, or talab, some kind of request. In other words, fa'u sababiyya and wa'ul ma'iyya, they have to be preceded by either nafi, negation, or they have to be preceded by some kind of talab. And talab is of 8 types in Arabic. And we will look at that inshallah now. Okay, so I hope that's clear now. So first of all, the fa has to come with the meaning of sababiyya, or the waw has to come with the meaning of ma'iyya. Then the second condition is for both of them that they both have to be preceded either by nafi, negation, or by talab, some kind of request. Only then can the fi'l mudari after them be mansoob. واضح؟ Okay, let's get into it. أما النفي فنحو قوله تعالى. As for nafi, let's look at the nafi. لا يقضى عليهم فيموتوا. نعم أعوذ بالله من ذلك. Yes, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala here, this comes in Surah Fatir. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is describing the condition of the disbelievers or unbelievers in the hellfire. وَلِيَاذُ بِاللَّهِ. لا يقضى عليهم فيموتوا. Okay, first thing you have to understand here is the fa'u sababiyya. Then second thing you have to understand, yamutu is mansoob. Because the asl of yamutu is yamutuna. But here is yamutu. So who can tell me? So here, yeah, so here fa yamutu. Now there is an an between fa and yamutu, there is a an mudmaratan wujuban. There's an an which is hidden wujuban. You cannot say it. You cannot write it. But it's there. So the aslul kalam fa an yamutu. And this, subhanallah, this examples of this fa'u sababiyya wal ma'iyya making fi'l mudari mansoob after them, there's many examples in the Quran. This is one example, yeah. So now yamutu is fi'l mudari mansoob. What is the alamat al-nasb here? Okay, ahsant, brother Adam, mashallah, tabarakallah. Excellent. For the i'rab. حذف النون, ahsant, yes, good. حذف النون. نعم. حذف النون, because it's from أفعال الخمسة. Yes. حذف النون because it's from الأفعال الخمسة. لا يقضى عليهم فيموتوا. نعم لا يقضى عليهم فيموتوا. So, okay, what does that mean? That means لا يقضى عليهم means death is not decreed for them. In the hellfire, for the unbelievers, death is not decreed. That's what it means. لا يقضى عليهم, they are not killed in the hellfire. Death is not decreed for them. Okay. So because of that, they will not die. That's what it means. Okay. So, basically death is not decreed for them, so that they may die. That's the meaning here. No decree, no death. No decree for death, so no death. If there was decree for death, there would be death. Yes. So you can see how this fayamutu, they will not die, is a result of la yuqda alayhim. You see the meaning there? That's the meaning of fa'u sababiyya. What comes before the fa is a sabab for what comes after the fa. No decree of death, so no death. Okay. So that's to do with the nafi. Remember, we said it has to be preceded by nafi. So the author has mentioned an example of nafi by using fa sababiyya. وَأَمَّا الطَّلَبُ فَثَمَانِيَةُ أَشْيَاء. Remember, I told you that talab, that fa sababiyya, waw al-ma'iyya have to be preceded by either nafi or talab. And I told you that talab is one of 8 things. We have 8 different talabs, 8 different requests. First one, al-amru, command. Second one, ad-du'a, supplication. Third one, wal-nahi, prohibition. Fourth one, wal-istifham, question. Fifth one, al-ardu. Al-ard, you could say, it means a polite request. Number 6, at-tahdeed. Tahdeed. What's tahdeed? It is requesting, but requesting with urgency. It's not like a soft, gentle. Like ard would be a gentle request. Tahdeed, no. Tahdeed is the opposite. It's a request, but it's with yani, you are urging and pressing someone to do something. You are really pushing and insisting on something. It's a request, but it's a request with urgency, request where you are urging someone and pressing someone to do something. Okay. It's not a command. Okay, it's a difference. What tamanni, which is hope, and what raja, which is also hope. What's the difference between the two? We will talk about it later, inshallah. Okay. طيب. They are the 8 things, yes? Okay, so we're going to start with the first one, which is al-amr. أما الأمر فهو الطلب الصادر من العظيم لمن هو دونه. That's the definition of al-amr, a command. What is a command? It is a talab, sadir. It is a request which emanates, which comes from al-azim, someone who is higher up, liman huwa dunahu, to someone who is lesser. That's an amr, that's the command, yes? Someone who has a higher authority, higher position, commanding someone who is lesser, like a ruler commanding a citizen. A father commanding his son. Teacher commanding his students. Yeah, that's why it says here, nahwu qawlihi. No, not nahwu qawlihi, nahwu qawlil ustadi. This ha shouldn't be there. Nahwu qawlil ustadi li tilmidihi. Just like an ustad says to a student, dhakir fatanjaha. Oh, watanjaha. Remember we said it can be fa sababiyya or it can be waw al-ma'iyya. So you can say dhakir fatanjaha or dhakir watanjaha. Okay, so dhakir fatanjaha. So al-fa is fa sababiyya. Dhakir. Yani if you do mudhakara, if you revise and review your work, then you do that. It's a command. Fatanjaha, so that you can pass. So you can see tanjaha would be a result of what? Of what comes before the fa, which is dhakir, which is the revising and reviewing and stuff like that. Yes. So revising and reviewing your work is a reason, is a cause of najah, success. That's why this is fa sababiyya. And that would be dhakir fatanjaha. Yani dhakir fa an tanjaha. There's an an there. ذاكر فتنجح. Let's do the i'rab of that. Nice and easy. ذاكر فتنجح. ذاكر. What is ذاكر? Who will do the i'rab of this? Ilyas, okay, just a second. Is it a bit like me saying لا أعلمهم فيجهلوا? Yes. Good. It is, yes. لا أعلمهم فيجهلوا. Okay. All right. Let me just. Okay, Ilyas, yes, go ahead.
ذاكر فعل أمر مبني على السكون لا
فعل
محل
أمر.
له.
نعم، مبني على السكون.
لا محل له من الإعراب.
اوكي، لا محل له من الإعراب. نعم. وفاعله.
وفاعله ضمير مستتر وجوبا تقديره أنت.
يب، تقديره أنت. أحسنت. نعم. ذاكر فعل أمر مبني على السكون لا محل من الإعراب وفاعله ضمير مستتر وجوبا تقديره أنت. نعم. الفاء is فاء السببية.
فاء السببية مبني على الفتح لا محل له من الإعراب.
مبني على الفتح لا محل له من الإعراب. نعم، أحسنت. تنجح.
أنجح فعل مضارع منصوب بفاء السببية وعلامة نصبه الفتحة الظاهرة على آخره.
طيب، فعل مضارع منصوب بأن مضمرة وجوبا بعد فاء السببية المسبوقة. المسبوقة مسبوقة بالأمر. Yes, good. So تنجح is فعل مضارع منصوب بأن مضمرة وجوبا, and this مضمرة وجوبا بعد it comes after بعد فاء السببية المسبوقة بالأمر. It comes after فاء السببية which is preceded by al-amr. It's preceded by amr. بعد فاء السببية المسبوقة بالأمر. المسبوقة بالأمر is preceded by al-amr. That's it. That's what we need to do. Here we also have وأن وما دخلت إليه في تأويل مصر, but this is quite advanced, so I'm not going to go through it. This is quite complex, and we can leave it for, inshallah, the next book. This is quite a bit, more complex than the ones we have been taking. Remember, we've taken أن وما دخلت إليه في تأويل مصر, yes, and we've taken a couple of complex ones, but this is even more complex. So if you can do the i'rab up to here, that's fantastic. That's matloob. Now, even this is, mashallah, quite advanced. Now, Okay, so that's that. Sorry, just 1 second. Yes, okay. Okay, so that is that. Yes. So this was about al-amr. أما الأمر فهو طلب. Okay. نعم. وأما الدعاء is dua. This is the second type of talab. وأما الدعاء فهو الطلب الموجه من الصغير إلى العظيم. Dua, it is a talab, it is a request. Al-muwajjahu, which is directed from a saghir, someone who is smaller, lesser of a status, ila al-azim, it is directed from the saghir to the azim, to the one who's great. Nahwu Allahumma hdini fa'a'mal al-khayra. Or wa'a'mal al-khayra. Remember, fa'u sababiyya, wa'ul ma'iyya. Same i'rab. Oh Allah, guide me so that I may do good actions. So basically, Allah's guidance would be the cause or the reason for my good actions. That's fa'u sababiyya. Because of Allah's actions, I do good. Fa'u sababiyya. Allahumma hdini fa'a'mal al-khayra. Allahumma. Yes. Allahumma. What's the asl of Allahumma? How do we get Allahumma? Anybody know? Allahumma. What's the asl of Allahumma? Ilahana. Asl of Allahumma is Ya Allah. Allahumma ya Allah. The ya gets deleted. Instead of the ya comes the meme. So the meme is a replacement for the ya, which has been deleted. Yes. Allahumma ya Allah. So the i'rab of this would be Allah lafdul jalala. Munada. Munada is something or someone you are calling upon. Allah, the lafdul jalala, his name is being called upon. Yes, Allah is being called upon. Okay. Munada with what? What is it that makes it munada? Yes. Munada bi harfin mahduf. Because ya, which is the harfun nida, ya is the harfu an nida. It's the harf used to nida, to call. It's been mahduf. So we say Allah lafdhu jalalati munada bi harfin mahdufin, and it is mabniyun ala dham. Mabniyun ala ad-dham, this dham here. Why is it mabniyun ala dham? لأنه مفرد معرفة. We've spoken about this before, but the bab of munada is going to come later. We could talk about that. But this is, I've mentioned this briefly before, what that means, mufrad ma'rifa here. And when we're talking about nida and munada, what's mufrad ma'rifa? Does mufrad mean it's not a jam, it's not muthanna? No. In the babun nida, mufrad has a different meaning. In the babun nida, mufrad means it's not mudaf and it's not shabihun bi mudaf. That's what mufrad means in the chapter of nida and harfun nida and munada. So you can see Allah is not mudaf to anything after it, and neither is a shabih mudaf, and it's ma'rifa. Of course, Allah lafdhu jalal is a'raful ma'arif. A'raful ma'arif now. Okay, that's what it is, yeah. And the al-mim is iwadun, and what? An harf an-nida al-mahdhuf. That's what the meme is, yes. This meme here is iwadun, it's a replacement for the harf nida, which is mahdhuf. That's Allahumma. Okay, I have a question for you. And we've done this before in great detail. Let's see who remembers. Ihdini. Here I want the i'rab of ihdi. Yalla, who's gonna give it to me? Just the i'rab of ihdi. That's all I want. Yes. No. فعل الأمر مجزوم. Yes, فعل الأمر. That's definitely true. And I know what you, it's not majzoom, but I know why you were saying majzoom. I know why you're saying majzoom. Remember what we said. أيوة نعم أحسنت. فعل أمر مبني على حذف حرف العلة. نعم. Remember we said that فعل أمر, we studied that about فعل الأمر. They are always مبني. And the asal is they are مبني على سكون. نعم. But they can be مبني upon other things as well. They're مبني على سكون, or they are مبني على حذف النون. نعم. Or they are مبني على حذف حرف العلة, which can be al-alif or waw or ya. What is the rule? The rule is the fi'l al-amr is mabni upon that which its mudari is majzoom upon. Hope that makes sense. So fi'l al-amr is going to be mabni upon that which its mudari is majzoom upon. Yeah, we've done this before. Nothing new there. So ihdi, the mudari would be here. Tahdi. إنك تهدي من تشاء إلى صراط مستقيم. تهدي. Now, if you make tahdi majzoom, for example, you say lam, as you know, lam makes majzoom. You would say lam tahdi. So you would say tahdi majzoom fi'lun mudari'un majzoomun bilam wa alamatu jazmihi hadful ya. Or alamatu jazmihi hadfu harf al-illah. So same here, ihdi. Ihdi would be fi'lu amrin mabniyun, you can say ala hadf al-ya, or you can say ala hadfi harf al-illah. وفاعله ضمير مستتر وجوبا تقديره أنت. اللهم اهدني أنت. أنت يا الله. أنت يا الله اهدني. Guide me. فأعمل الخير, so that I can do good. Okay, all I want now is the i'rab of this. That's all I'm interested in now. I want the i'rab of this. And then we're going to finish for today. inshallah. On to the i'rab of this. So what's al-fa?
الفاء فاء
Yes, Ilyas, go
السبب
ahead.
فاء السببية مبني على الفتح لا محل له من الإعراب.
Okay, ahsant. Yes, same as before. Al-fa'u, fa'u sababiyyati, mabniun ala fathi, la mahalla lahu min al-i'rab. Naam, a'mala.
أعمل فعل مضارع منصوب بأن مضمرة وجوبا
Naam.
بعد فاء السببية
المسبوقة سببية المسبوقة. Okay, so أعمل فعل مضارع منصوب بأن مضمرة وجوبا بعد. This أن وجوبا comes after فاء السببية. فاء السببية, which is preceded by what? In this example, فاء السببية is preceded by which kind of طلب? Allahumma ihdini. What's this talab? This is, what are we talking about?
دعاء.
First type, dua. Naam, ahsan. The first type of talab we spoke was al-amr. Command. This one, masbuka bid-dua. Okay, وفاعله
وفاعله ضمير مستتر وجوبا تقديره أنا.
تقديره أنا. نعم. Ahsan, good. Yes. فأعمل الخير. So that I, أعمل أنا. Al-khayra, of course, it is maf'ulun bihi. And you know the i'rab of that. We don't need to go over it. Yes. So hope that is clear, inshallah. So we'll stop here for today and continue next week. Bi-idhnillahi jalla wa ala. Hey, inshallah. Let's stop here then, and we'll see you next week. Same time, inshallah. Or next week, we might change the time actually, yeah. By half an hour. So at the moment it's 7:30 p.m. We're thinking of changing the times of my lessons to 7 p.m. So it's not much of a difference, just half an hour, inshallah. Wallahu ta'ala a'la wa a'lam wa sallallahu wa sallam wa barak ala nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.